Hey, welcome back. This video has no script because, as you'll see, the video is already a mess. So me not reading a script doesn't really matter, it just fits perfectly fine. Last night, suddenly, I had the idea of doing a YouTube banner. It's something that I could use as an excuse to just draw a scene and not post a video being like, I drew this scene, blah blah blah. I already had an idea for it, and so in the morning I started drawing it. It went very well actually. I liked how it turned out, especially the colors. But when I started editing the video, I realized I goofed up. One of the recordings of me drawing the sketch, for some reason that I don't understand even now, looked like it was running on 2 frames per second. I checked the frame rate and it was just like the other recordings, and it threw me a bit off. But after removing it, I realized that it wasn't that big of a deal. There wasn't that much in the recording, and the other parts should do the job just fine. So then I started looking for the recording that I started the coloring. And when I realized that I didn't record myself coloring the drawing, I don't think I got so mad doing one of these videos. These videos, even though they're like really cheap ass edited, are hard for me, especially scripts and also the editing itself. But when I saw that, and I just kind of had to accept that there was nothing to do. So I took a big breath and I said, you know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna post this anyway. So, what I drew is a group of soldiers playing some cards in the middle of some trenches. Now, I wanted it to be something a bit silly that realistically wouldn't happen in the world or on its stories. And I don't know, it just seemed fun. I got that image while thinking what the banner would be, and I like it really well. But there were some problems, especially with the soldiers. The elven soldier, there were no problems, mainly because now that I'm doing this elven, for the prompt infantry, I did a soldier. I got some references for it and I really like it. So the design of the Technon soldier was already done. But what about the other two? Let's start with the Lysexian soldier because I had a better idea of it. Lysex is mainly inspired by India, but besides from that, the other ideas that I had for it, like them living with elephants and they're kind of like citizens, didn't stick with me. The only thing I knew is that I wanted them to have lots of pretty patterns and maybe like some warmer colors from like red to orange. So I tried looking for some Indian armors. I don't know from which time period they are, but the helmet especially looked really nice. And since I drew the elven soldier, I kind of knew what to add to make it look sort of like a World War I or World War II soldier uniform and still have this more medieval element to it. And I really liked how it turned out. Probably it will have some minor tweaks to it in the future, but for now I think it looks really good. The real problem was the third soldier, the one in the back. which is for the country of runes. Now, I knew basically nothing from runes because when I did the concept for it, for me it just looked like any generic Western European inspired false country. And I wanted it to be a little bit more special, not so generic. That's when I had the idea of making them adore the human body. Basically, think about those like Roman marble statues that have the perfect anatomy and the idealization of a perfect body kind of comes from there, you know. They're just like that. But since there is magic on the world, they use it to change the body, and everything that they do, they try to make it look as perfect as possible. So I thought it would be nice to have necromancers be a big part of this country, and instead of making them resurrect dead things, sorry, they could just shape living things into looking like as muscular as possible. So with this idea of making them like the human body, I thought it could have some representation in the armor. Since the face is the only significant thing showing the image, I thought it would be really cool to do one of those helmets that look like faces, like the face is in one spot, but really it is just decoration. The actual face of the person is on a different part of the helmet, which is really cool. I love those designs. I tried to give it a like pointy mustache, a big iron mustache, which I also think worked really well. The colors as well, I had no idea what they would be. Originally I thought it would be red because generic fantasy Europe, but I saw a very dark purple in my collection of markers, and it looks so good. So I did the rest of the image based on rest of the uniform based on that, and damn does it look good. The background looks very nice also, I'd say. I used a little bit of a color gradient. There's not much else to say about it except maybe like the explosions and the orange dark sky, but yeah, not much to say. So this is how it turned out. I'm terribly sorry I don't have the footage of me coloring this, because I wish I had, because I put some good time on this. But yeah, so sorry, so sorry. But I hope you guys like this. Working hard on the next Elven video. The script is done, most of the drawings are done. I just have to start recording the audio and edit the video. Let's hope I don't mess something up like I did on this one. Take care.